He's gonna see Mikkel.
Oh shit.
What's going on YouTube and what up to the Dragon Squad? I am Ember, the Blaze.
And I'm Glacier, the Iceborn.
And we are ReactionDragonz, coming to you from the Dragon's Lair. And a quick reminder guys, if you like the vibe, like and subscribe.
Doesn't cost a dime and helps us go full time.
Do it! Do it! Do it. Do it.
Thanks so much for the support guys. Now what's on the menu for today, Glacier?
Back at you with some more dark. It's episode 6, Sic Mundus Creatus Est.
Sic Mundus Creatus Est, and looked up what it means. It's, it's obviously Latin, and it means thus the world was created. So maybe this is gonna bring some ties to the beginning of what all set this chain of events into motion.
No, it's probably gonna go back to dawn of time, dinosaurs and stuff.
I don't know what the fuck that means, but
You said the beginning of time.
well, time is non-linear here, so the beginning could be the end, the end could be the beginning. So it's like a lot of the shit essentially hit the fan.
Yeah.
So we got confirmation now. Michael is Mikkel, Mikkel is Michael, and so that leads me further to believe that the stranger is an adult Mikkel.
I believe it's Jonas.
So it's clean because we're going down two complete different paths. Maybe they'll end up meeting up, but only one of them can be true, unless both of them are true and we're just
Or both of them are wrong.
Or both wrong. One or the other is gonna happen. But what we know is obviously this stranger trying to help Jonas find something in the cave, because he gave him the Geiger counter to track the radiation levels, and he gave him the light, obviously because it's a dark ass cave. So the question is this something that the stranger hasn't found yet that he needs help with Jonas finding, or is it something that he already knows what it is, but he needs Jonas to discover it to set off the chain of events to pretty much save himself? Because my thing is, I'm thinking that this, if it is adult Mikkel, then he's a variant, so to speak, where he went off on this branch timeline, and somehow by Michael, who's also Mikkel, by him killing himself, it saved this other variant Mikkel's life. Key indicator is a scar around his neck, looks just like a scar from a rope or a noose. So, so definitely want to see what happens when whatever Jonas finds. It's probably gonna be some crazy shit. At the end of the episode, we see the stranger actually interact with H.G. Townhouse, the creator of the time machine and the writer of the Journey Through Time book, and he legit was like, I want to ask you questions about time. So at this point, is he wanting to find out the origins of the time machine, or the reasoning behind the time machine, or maybe more info on the other chair time machine?
Yeah.
So we're gonna find some more info on that. It's probably gonna answer questions, but then add 10 more questions.
Right, yeah. Anytime we get an answer, it's like we get 10 questions to go with.
Yeah, that's what we love about this shit. And then with Noah, Noah's the priest. He's obviously a time traveler. He had this conversation with Bartosz. So what does that entail? Because one thing I thought about is we haven't really gone back to the fact that Eric's body is somewhere or somewhen. Somebody dragged it out, the ice scorch. So
and did we ever get an identification on the first body we found?
I mean, we haven't got an official notification, but I feel like Charlotte's on the tail. Her assistant opened up the case files from 15 years ago. So is she gonna find the evidence or the DNA she needs to match the body to a person? But I feel like she's kind of doing double duty. She's gonna be investigating that still.
Yep.
She's still got to get a search warrant for in the plant, and then actually triple duty because now she's got to investigate Peter, so to find out what the fuck Peter has to do with all of this.
And also figure out who Noah is.
And Noah, because with the pocket watch. So she's got quadruple duty. So I don't think she's gonna cover it all in just a couple episodes. But yeah, I guess that leads me to I want to get more from the 1986 timeline to find out what happens after Ulrich gets arrested, because we know that's why he hates Egon, because Egon's the one. Because Egon pretty much has not hate, but he pretty much, they don't like each other.
He's like, you haven't found my brother. So
yeah, you haven't
now
found
you're
my brother.
arresting me for something that either he did do, which he deserves to get arrested, or if he didn't do, then he's definitely gonna be extra pissed off.
But then on Egon's side, he's like, oh, you're always causing trouble. For all I know, I'm pretty sure he knows that he vandalized and put the no future graffiti. And so he's just looking at Ulrich as a troublemaker. He's like, oh, now I finally have you dead to rights. I got whatever proof you want to call it that you did something I can definitely arrest your ass for. So I want to find out how that moves forward, plus the relationship between Hannah and young Mikkel. We know that kind of where that goes, but I want to see how it gets there. And then also,
or if it's going to get messed with now. Is Jonas going back in the timeline?
Does Jonas
timeline to mess with that?
Yeah, is Jonas a monkey wrench in everything that happens in 1986? So it's so many fucking things that happen. And then also Alexander, we haven't seen him in a couple episodes. We know at some point in 1986 he moves to Winden, so I want to kind of see how that happens.
Yeah.
And then also now, if Charlotte gets a search warrant, what is she gonna find that Alexander's hiding? So I know he's hiding something.
Yep.
You guys may like him, but for right now, I feel like he's still got secret. Maybe
they're good secrets.
Yeah, who knows? And then also, kind of what we were saying last episode is I kind of want to. I don't know if we're gonna get it even at all this season, but I want to get the flashback 33 years before 1986, where we get the kid versions of Helgate, Egon, Enos, Jana, all the older guys.
Even the
now.
timekeeper might be he won't be a kid, but he'll be younger for sure.
Yeah, because
will he be young? No, he would be a kid then, right?
Well, I mean, it all depends on if H.G. Townhouse his age is because he he lives in the present, that's his natural age, or is he from a different timeline? We got questions, we want answers, and I'm ready as fuck. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, guys, and as usual, just take a couple seconds, hit the like button down below. The impressions do lead to more views, and the full-length watch-along for episode 7 will be waiting for you guys on Patreon. With that being said, let's fucking go.
Das ist nicht mehr lustig.
Is this Regina? Like young Regina?
Katharina?
The fuck, they tied her to the tree?
Ulrich?
Damn.
That's fucked up.
What the fuck's going on?
She was a dare or something? That's so fucked up.
Oh no.
Holy shit. Oh, here's Alexander.
Wow, Ulrich, you asshole.
God.
Oh, Regina, what did you do to cause that?
That's your cue to say it. There you go.
Well, maybe their marriage isn't fucked.
I mean, they sleep in the same bed at least. That's more we can say about the other ones.
Yeah, that's a plus compared to everyone else.
Damn, so Ulrich and Katarina tied her to a tree. Was it like a prank, or did she lose a bet, or did she just like piss him off? Because that didn't look like some joke like, haha, it's not funny anymore.
They obviously didn't leave her there to die, but they left her there for her to hear that noise in the cave.
No wonder she hurts herself. They torture her like that. What the fuck?
Unless Hannah's like real crafty and she's like, oh, Regina's the one that said that you raped her.
Maybe, yeah, maybe she like puts it on, because she's not gonna say that she said it. She's trying to say anonymous. But that's even more dark as fuck. I'm gonna blame it on someone else that's innocent. Get two innocent people in trouble.
Ulrich and Hannah talk like this as a kid. So little Hannah's like, yeah, I don't know. I heard Regina say you like raped her. I'm like, oh no, Hannah, you son of a bitch.
Try to feel bad for you, Hannah, because you're alone, but you're starting to not make me like you. That's the case.
Ich will, dass ihr doppelte Schichten arbeitet. Ich will, dass jeder Stein in dieser Stadt umgedreht wird.
Damn.
Jeder Keller durchsucht wird.
Every single bit.
Jeder.
87. And did we say
right
it's something happening? Oh shit! Picture. They don't even notice. No one notices?
Fuck no.
I mean, it's hidden in plain sight. They don't want anything to look there.
Wow.
But that means something did happen a year later, 1987.
Ihr Vater hat ein gebrochenes Bein. Und ich schlechte Laune.
It's crazy they're talking about Mikkel. He did have a broken leg.
I don't think though.
Mama. Ja? Nichts.
Yeah.
He doesn't even know how to say it. Like, I don't even know where to start.
You fucked Ulrich's kid, Mom.
Pretty much. Fuck father and son.
God.
You know, these are the things you don't think about because you're so brain fucked.
I know.
Donnerstags geht zum Fechten.
So Mads is in fencing?
Der war zu Hause bei uns, der Tronte, Ulrich und ich.
Yeah.
Jeder denkt das Gleiche. Keiner traut es auszusprechen. Mikkel ist tot.
Oof.
I knew she was gonna get smacked.
She crossed the line. I mean, she's not wrong to think that at this point, but man, acting is going off already.
Yeah.
At least Magnus, like, understand, like, yeah, this is just a stressful situation for everybody. Fuck.
Because Magnus feels her too. He misses his brother.
Yeah.
I mean, the sister does too. It is.
But she expresses it more out of anger.
Yeah. Everyone's gonna express it differently.
Yeah. Also, going back to something earlier, Charlotte said they're going to open up the case from past 50 years. I think she said.
Yep.
So now, yeah. So someone's definitely going to be like, oh, yeah, the body matches. But in doing so, what if Charlotte uncovers something about, like, the older generation? Oh, see? I think she may have cancer. Fuck.
Screening center.
Yeah, she got a biopsy. Remember she was feeling the lump in her chest, in her breast?
Oh, shit. I wonder if she got it from the chemical plant.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying earlier. How did something with the radiation? Oh, the signal. Shit. But which signal? Is it like a sound he's supposed to listen for?
Maybe.
And it's crazy because he's the only one that knows the truth at this point in this timeline.
Yeah, he.
Okay, him and Enos know the truth.
Yep. But will he tell anyone that believes him? That is fucking crazy. If they actually go look at that school picture, they'll be like,
in plain sight.
Like, wait a minute.
Mama hat die ganze Zeit auf die Uhr geschaut. Irgendwann hat sie angefangen zu beten. Du warst nicht da. Wo warst du?
This is so tense right now.
Damn. So I'm about to whoop your ass, Dad.
Viele Fehler, ich habe vieles falsch gemacht. Aber dass du sowas überhaupt denken kannst.
Ooh.
Warst du vor 5 Tagen, als Mikkel verschwunden ist?
Damn.
Er war hier. Sonst gewesen sein.
Yeah, Mom gonna stick up for him.
Damn. Why is she sticking up for him all of a sudden? I'm trying to think.
Maybe it
was
was
he
it.
home though? Did we see a scene of him?
I don't think so.
Am Ende seid ihr wie zwei Boxer aufeinander losgegangen. Mats ist auf dem Glastisch im Wohnzimmer
Oh, they got in a fight.
geblutet. In einem Horrorfilm.
Yeah.
Am Ende war es nur ein kleiner Schnitt.
Oh, so they're just play fighting?
Yeah. They're probably not real fighting.
Oh, okay, so it was a real fight, but then they made up.
Papa war an dem Abend nicht zu Hause.
Yeah.
I see it
Du
now.
hast aber gesagt, dass er bei uns war. Ich habe die Aufnahme gehört. Also warum hast du gelogen?
Why are you protecting him?
Wusstest du, dass ich deinen Vater verlassen wollte?
Did she know he was fucking Claudia?
Eine Affäre.
Oh, she knew.
He was having an affair.
Und in der Nacht, in der Mats war bei ihr. Wenn dein Bruder verschwunden ist, hat er es mit einer anderen Frau getrieben.
It's this kind of same dynamic with
what Ehrlich's doing.
Charlotte.
Oh yeah.
And Peter. Oh shit. Is that a necklace? Is that Francesca's necklace?
Was she had condoms? She like,
Is she fucking around?
oh damn, was she fucking someone else?
God. I mean, they just now started fucking, so would it be that big of a deal?
Looks like it was to him.
Unless it happened after they had sex. He goes back and
Yeah.
the condoms weren't there before.
She's fucking someone else that's giving her the drugs.
Oh shit.
Du hast mich nicht zurückgerufen. Ich habe mir Sorgen gemacht. Ich hätte nicht diese beschissene Idee mit den Höhlen haben sollen.
Is that why she's not talking to him? Or is it?
Remember, she's been curbing him and texting Jonas. Oh, that's the first sign. Actually, the second sign. She's not answer returning your call. She won't be affectionate with you.
Hast du Jonas
Starting to take
Wieso?
Nur so. Der Arsch hat mich gestern versetzt.
Damn. I wonder if he's gonna start connecting the dots. Like, you stood me up. The next day, Martha's acting all weird and shit.
I don't know. I mean, eventually, yeah. I gotta go back on this episode. I want to look at that fucking school picture again. It's fucking crazy.
Blew my mind. It reminded me of when Klaus was looking at the picture of himself in the Vietnam War picture.
Oh yeah, and then Umbrella Academy. Yeah.
I mean, I think at this one, she doesn't want to just stay home and do nothing. She's trying to do anything she can to feel like she's that she can say I did everything I could.
Yeah, I mean, any parent would.
Yeah.
Until you get something.
Because otherwise, you sit home and just wait and think about the worst case scenario and drive yourself crazy. Kind of like what Jonna did. Oh shit! Call log.
8855.
Oh shit! And if she starts seeing that same number repeatedly. Oh no! She's calling her.
Hallo?
That confirms it.
Oh no.
Oh no! Oh! Yeah, that confirms it. She called the number to see who it was. Hannah picked up, thinking it was Ehrlich, and that's why she's talked first. Hello, Ehrlich?
Did she know? But she didn't say anything like Hannah. Oh damn! But yeah, you're right.
She probably just saw the number a bunch of times in the call. Let me see if this is another bitch.
It is another bitch, but does she know Hannah's the bitch?
She probably recognizes Hannah's voice for sure.
Who's the? Oh, it's Ulrich. I guarantee you it's Ulrich.
Oh shit! Your mom fucked my dad.
Was bist du denn hier?
1986. Du hast ihn damals das letzte gesehen. Ist dir an dem Tag irgendetwas aufgefallen? Oder was gesagt? Was Komisches, irgendetwas? Wusstest du, dass sie ein Verhältnis hatten? Deine Mutter und mein Vater?
Oh, that's a yes.
Mats war der einzige Mensch, den ich kannte, der nie ein schlechtes Wort über andere.
I wonder if her and Matt's had a
Yeah.
thing.
Ich habe mich immer gefragt, warum gerade er. Mir immer vorgestellt, dass es dich anstatt ihn hätte treffen sollen.
God!
Damn.
Mats wusste, dass ich nicht
Shit.
allein den Weg nach Hause traue, wegen euch. Wegen dem, was ihr mit mir gemacht habt.
Shit.
Damn.
Das war ein Spiel. Wir waren Kinder, wir haben alle Fehler gemacht.
Und ich habe bis heute keine Entschuldigung dafür gehört.
Ja, darum geht's.
Ja.
Entschuldigung, ja. Sonstigen Opa erzählt, ich hätte Katharina vergewaltigt.
So Hannah did say that.
Oh.
Das habt ihr geglaubt?
Oh shit! That's what it was.
Oh, I told you.
You're right.
Gesehen damals.
Oh shit! Now she's gonna come out.
Dieselbe Hanna, die mit 14 so in dich verliebt war, dass sie alles getan hätte, um dich zu kriegen.
Ooh. Oh shit.
Damn. Now he's like, you son of a bitch, Hannah. After all these years.
Now he's probably scared now. Fuck! I just treated her like shit. She's probably gonna do it again.
Damn. She felt some type of way being tied up, but that's why they tied her up.
He was just playing off of the game, but he did that vindictive.
Hannah probably threw her under the bus. Spaghetti at the wall, and at this time the spaghetti's stuck.
Fuck! I mean, it made sense at the time anyway. So.
Ich höre, wir haben jemanden in der Leitung. Frau Nielsen.
Oh, she made live on the radio.
Eines der Frau Nielsen.
She's gonna say something about
So,
Ehrlich.
dass die Leute endlich begreifen, was hier wirklich passiert.
Oh no! She's gonna throw Ehrlich on the bus on the.
We're also blind.
Keiner traut sich das auszusprechen. Die Wahrheit.
It's panning to Ulrich and Alexander.
Wir kennen uns doch alle.
Oh, he didn't see
Wir
it.
wissen alles über
Oh shit! So he's gonna find out.
der mit unseren Kindern spielt.
Gavin.
Oh shit! It's Tronte and Peter. It's Tronte and Peter. We called that shit. Definitely working together.
Yeah, we did. But are they having an affair together, or are they just working on something else?
Und wir alle sind ein Teil davon.
Damn, Katarina was kind of saying it without saying it. There's a lot of shady shit going on around here.
Komisch. Der Befund ist raus. Bei ihrer Frau wurden bereits vor einigen Wochen.
Invasive carcinoma. Oh fuck. And spreading. Fuck. That's how he has to find out. There's a rope. There's Ariana's thread.
Yep. And that's help find your way back. Don't fuck with it. I mean, don't mess it up.
Was it Ulrich?
Oh no! No!
You
it's
bitch!
I mean, it's Katarina!
It's Katarina or
Ulrich.
It's Ulrich.
Was machst du hier? Ich dachte,
Oh, he's so fucking pissed. Oh, shit.
Du hast mich wegen Vergewaltigung angezeigt. Wie krank bist du eigentlich?
Damn.
Du tust mir weh. Willst du meine Familie kaputt machen? Ist es das, was du willst?
I mean, it's two to tango, but yeah. God.
Wenn man überhaupt so lange mit dir ausgehalten hat.
I mean, that's kind of fucked up, Ulrich.
I know it's kind of your son, but fuck.
I mean, technically, that was your son.
Technically, literally.
Are you gonna do it again?
I mean, she's definitely down for it.
I mean, I don't think he will. I wouldn't give him. I mean,
No, I think at this point he's over.
He made up a fucking rape case about me.
Yeah. But I feel like at that point, if he would have kissed her, she would have went with right.
He got himself caught.
It takes two to tango. Like, you got caught too.
Einspinnen lassen.
Oh, shit. Black on his eyes.
Ihren Worten,
Kind of like the.
Oh, wow.
dem anderen nur im Licht.
Feel bad for Bartos, too.
I want to know the name of that play because I'm sure that ties in. Fucking hell, what are you guys
What
up
are you
to?
guys up to?
Noch 19 Minuten bis 99%.
9:17.
Damn, you hurt.
Ich bin immer für dich da, das weißt du. Egal was passiert.
Okay.
See, now I want to know what happened to Claudia if she died of cancer too.
Liebe dich auch.
Yeah. So it seems like they have the most like healthy marriage, I guess you
Yeah.
could say.
bis in die Mitte. Dort im Schatten wartet er. Halb Mensch, halb
Ja.
Tier.
Shit. And you have to follow them into the shadows.
She had like red string in her hands.
Yeah.
Versprich mir, dass
The
du es
bonding
niemals
time.
trennst.
Ich verspreche es.
Damn, don't sever it. Same thing, John, don't sever the line.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, his watch is gonna be like off the charts.
Yeah, so that guy can only probably go so far because he ain't trying to go back in another time loop or whatever the fuck. But this does lead to like some black hole.
The deeper he goes, the faster it's clicking. Bro, this is so like I'm getting claustrophobic right now.
Es ist nur Dunkelheit.
Bro, the parallels between the play and what's going on with him are crazy.
Steige ich nun in meins.
And you know she's thinking about Jonas and Bartosz as she's like saying her lines.
Yeah.
And probably her brother, Mikkel.
Probably everything, all the weight on her shoulders.
It's like hitting on so many different levels.
Yep.
Oh shit, the symbols.
Did you find?
So, oh, the thing, the title. Is that the pathway?
Die dort oben haben uns längst vergessen.
And the crowd's probably like, oh my gosh, she's giving a brilliant performance.
And she actually feels this.
Yeah.
Sterben wir nicht ganz allein. Ein
She's thinking about her
einziger
brother.
Yeah.
Standing ovation right now.
Richter. Ich bin da.
Give her a standing
Damn.
ovation right now.
I think they don't know what to do.
Right.
The clap or not. Give this man a standing ovation for finding us answers.
Oh my god, what is on the other side of the door? The sound. There's probably so much radiation in there. The Geiger counter's not going off anymore though.
That is true.
It's like completely
Unless they
silent.
muted that sound. Oh my god, it's so terrifying.
Fuck that.
Oh, he's about to go
Flickering.
through, that's why.
And it's almost 9:17.
If he ends up being in the class picture, I'll lose my mind.
Yeah, but it like disappears.
But there's Peter, and he's like, I know, 'cause 19 minutes.
Yeah, they said 9:17. And I looked in the clock in the school, it's like almost 9:17.
Is it?
Or
Oh
maybe
shit,
what-
so that's when Jonas is going through. If he shows up in the class picture, I'll lose my fucking mind.
Yeah.
Why would he be in the class picture? But
Yeah.
if he's somewhere on that...
Anywhere like in 1986, I'm like, oh my fucking god. Sit up. Oh damn, the same symbol. You guys know something.
You son of a bitch, what is that?
Look, 9:17. It's like a pattern.
Ist das Stück schon zu Ende? Oder hast du deine Tochter von der Bühne geschleppt, um sie vor den kranken Menschen dieser Stadt zu retten?
Oh yeah, she heard her on the radio.
Damn.
Oh my god. We're doing this right now?
Damn. I'm beat your ass.
They definitely have long-term beef from back
Wow. I'm gonna slap the fuck out of you. Oh my gosh, it's just
God.
darkness in here.
What the fuck's happening? Damn, so much beef between her, Ulrich, and Katarina.
Oh no, you didn't tell me where to go from here. Or is it two timelines?
Yeah, what if this is choose your timeline? Yeah, what if Jonas goes to back when Helgi and all them were kids?
And I think Regina's gonna be like no holds barred at this point if she has
Oh yeah,
cancer.
she's like, I'm about to die soon. That's probably what she's thinking. Like, I don't give a
Yep.
fuck. Oh my god, I
They
literally
doesn't have the year on this door.
This reminds me of Super Mario Brothers where you choose like what pipe to go into and takes the whole world.
And Mikkel went all this? That's
Just think about it. Thus the world was created. I think he's going to the beginning, to when it all started.
Ulrich und du, ihr habt einander wirklich verdient.
God.
von damals. Sag ihm, wie ihre Mutter wirklich ist.
Ooh, truths are about to get revealed.
Like, Mom,
what is she saying? Mom, what does she mean?
Yeah, what does she mean?
They're definitely gonna grow it. It's like a seed that kept playing. Like, Mom, what is she talking about? When are you, Jonas? He's going back out the cave.
Oh, the cave.
He's definitely in a different timeline.
He's in a different timeline. But where? Oh no! But he knows how to get back. He knows how to maybe get back.
But I don't like. Is there a way to get back without the time machine though? Or is he in the same? Or is he in the same position Mikkel's in? Like once I go through the cave, I can't. The doors don't open the other way.
I think he can get back. He has the map. I mean,
hopefully. That's assuming that the door's not locked from the other side.
But then again, can he? Because what's Peter and what?
Peter and Tronte. What are they timing?
They know the time. They know that Jonas went through that shit.
So are they expecting to see him in a specific timeline? Like, because what if Peter and Tronte got a letter too? Oh, when you were kids and you met that little boy, it was Jonas. Like same thing, the whole Mikkel thing all over again.
Yep. Yeah.
Same bus stop that we saw young Ulrich and young Hannah at. So does this mean that he's back in 1986 as well?
He's gonna get it right here.
Mads, yeah, he's back in 1986. He's gonna see Mikkel.
Oh shit!
He's gonna see Mikkel.
Who's this car? Who's this?
It's Hannah. Holy fucking shit.
This is Mom.
That's his grandfather, technically.
Hannah, move over. Hannah, move over.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! And he just had a conversation with his mom about when she was 14 years old. Your dad had a broken leg.
Oh shit. So it could be Jonas living out the rest of that timeline. That's sitting with.
Now it could be either one of them. Fucking hell! God damn it!
Oh no, he's gonna find out that it's his brother.
Yeah, he's gonna put the pieces together. I'm trying to think what's gonna be the landmark, the thing that he knows without a shadow of a doubt.
Scar. Chin. Scar.
Oh shit, oh yeah, he hit his head from the fucking fight. Oh no, he knows.
Look at him.
Look at him. Oh my god, he's like, what?
I knew it was his brother, but that just gave me extra satisfaction that he found out.
Holy fuck. Credits.
And credits.
Holy shit. Well, we're right on some shit.
Right on some shit.
We're right on some shit, baby.
First episode.
Holy fucking shit. Sic Mundus Creatus Est. Glacier, what'd you think?
Insane episode. I felt like this episode, for me, I mean, we got a lot of big bombshells, but I felt like the way it's gonna, I mean, I don't know, like, it feels like it's a setup episode to the next, like the next one's gonna hit hard, but this one still hit hard. I don't know how to explain it. You know what I mean? Like, it feels like the next episode is about.
I think this is, I guess, is a bit of both. It was setting up. Like, I guess if you think about all episodes are kind of doing, they're setting up what's going to happen next.
But they're all bangers.
Yeah, but within the episode, so much shit happens. So yeah, I won't call any of these episodes fillers because
not a filler. I feel like I don't want to feel like I'm disrespecting the episode, but you know what I mean. I know
what you're saying.
Yeah, episode 7 I feel is like gonna hit really hard after a lot of shit that happened here. Even this episode hit hard too. That's what I'm saying too. It's kind
of like the episode with Mikkel. We realized Mikkel's in 1986.
Right. Exactly.
And then you know what the fuck's gonna happen the next. So
yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Again, with every episode, there's so much shit to talk about. So buckle up, get your popcorn. We're ready to dive into this shit.
Give us some a class because we were right on some shit.
Yeah, we did get some. Definitely got clarity that there were some predictions that were right. So first and foremost, the fact that when the first shot of Regina being tied to the tree, we were kind of just throwing spaghetti at the wall. Oh, like what would cause Ulrich and Katarina to do some fucked up shit like that? Maybe it was just a prank, or maybe they just found out some dirty shit about her. And what found out is they think that it was Regina that was spreading the rumors about the rape.
Because Hannah
spread the rumor. So Hannah is a vindictive ass bitch, is the moral of the story. Because not only does she accuse Ulrich of rape, but she pinned it on someone who's completely innocent.
Yep.
Who's already in a fucked up place where she's like harming herself. So it definitely added fuel to the fire of like how her life turned out, which is kind of fucked up.
And I guess they never told her because later on when Ulrich confronts her in the episode where she goes, "You think I did that? You never."
Oh yeah, it definitely like was
so
never.
They never told her why they tied her up. They just tied her up.
They just said, "Oh, it was just a prank," and she's like, "Oh, you never apologized for it," and that just you can tell they fucking hate each other.
Yep.
I mean, there's definitely like a grueling hatred between Regina, Katarina, and Ulrich.
Yep.
Because especially obviously the cat fight towards the end of the episode.
They probably never let her go. She probably eventually had to get out of that tree on her own.
Yeah, who knows how the fuck she got out? She probably had to get rescued by Claudia or something.
Yeah, because if Ulrich's like, you said I raped her. Fuck you.
Dark ass shit. But okay, so the crazy thing is, so we kind of confirmed. I mean, I knew like the episode where Regina's feeling her breast, like damn, she probably has cancer, and this kind of confirmed it. But it's like way worse. I don't know what stage it is, but it's metastasized, so it's definitely spreading. And she was keeping that a wrap because you got to think about it. She's losing the hotel. She's got to deal with this cancer shit. plus all the shit that's happening in the town, which is costing her, like, further, like, sinking her business.
Which doesn't help when Katarina's going on the fucking air of the radio.
Yeah, Katarina goes on the air and pretty much saying, oh, everybody's acting like this is something that it's not. There's a murder in town. It could be any of us. This town is sick. It's fucked up. And obviously, that's not going to bring anybody else wanting to stay in this town.
And it spreads through the family. And her daughter Martha, you know, she's going through trouble. You can obviously see it projecting through the play, which she did an amazing performance this episode.
The acting, like I said, acting in this show is fucking top tier, especially when they're speaking their native tongue. But yeah, obviously, like, the families are starting to, like, you're starting to feel the tension boil over. Obviously, Martha is, like, upset. She's fighting, kind of screaming matches with her mom because her mom's pretty much, like, keeping the kids locked up because she doesn't want any more kids getting abducted. And Magnus understands because obviously he's going through it, but he's not, like, angry with his mom. He's more just like, look, I get it. This is just, it's a fucked up situation. But Martha's obviously taking it out, and she kind of, I feel like she expresses it in the play. Which, side note, I had to find out what the name of the play was. The name of the play, I believe, it's called Theseus and the Minotaur. It's a Greek mythology play. And guess who she's playing as the lead character? Ariadne. Which perfectly explains why in the play she has the red thread, and she's like, oh, you have to promise never to sever this. Because that's the whole origin of the Ariadne's thread theory is based on the Greek mythology of Ariadne. So obviously, yeah, it's definitely intentional. It's crazy as fuck. Because as she's saying her parts in the play, you know, it's definitely a lot of parallels. Because one, it's like transitioning between the play and Jonas going through the cave, following the literal thread.
Yep.
Plus, I forgot what character was in the play, but there's a character that had the eyes were blacked out with paint.
It was the beginning. It was, I don't know the character, but it was at the beginning of the play.
It was the beginning of the play. Yeah, I guess he was like narrating at that point. But that's definitely a symbolism of the shit that's happening to the ones that are sitting in the chair, which is crazy as fuck. All this is tying together. I'm sure there's more as far as like the mythos of what that play actually means. I'm sure there's even more tie-ins to what's going on here. But so obviously the main bombshell is the fact that the stranger, which again I still think is adult Mikkel, has successfully led Jonas through that tunnel back into 1986.
But now my theory gets a little stronger because it could be Jonas.
Well, here's the thing. Now that Mikkel and Jonas are both in 96, there could be completely two different paths that would explain who the stranger is. But here's my theory. I feel like there's so many tie-ins to Back to the Future. I feel like that's exactly what they're trying to do as far as a Back to the Future scenario, where I'm thinking that the stranger, let's say he's a branch timeline Mikkel, right? He, I guess for whatever reason, he needs to ensure his existence, or just ensure the fact that Michael never exists to kill himself. So what if the stranger sends Jonas back to 1986 so he can stop Mikkel and Hannah from becoming a thing and giving birth to Jonas, for Mikkel to becoming Michael and killing himself? So I feel like it's tied together because, again, the stranger has the rope scar around his neck. Could it be Jonas with a similar scar, similar situation? Sure, because obviously with these things happen to repeat themselves. That's the whole like theme of the show is everything's happening again. Everything's happening. So it could be something that happens to Jonas parallel to what happened to Michael.
Could be. And
but
he's back there.
He's back there now. But especially since the first person he sees is his fucking mother, 14-year-old Hannah.
And he's older now. Well, he knows what's going on because he has the note where Mikkel went in there blind. Mikkel's like thinking like, where the fuck am I? It took Mikkel a while to realize what he was like, to come to terms I'm in the past.
Jonas had the note, so he pretty much had cheat sheet. He knows what's going on. In the beginning of the episode, he had that conversation with his mom where she was like, oh yeah, when I was 14 years old, I was in a bit of a mood, and your father broke his leg, aka Mikkel. He broke his leg in the cave. So he knows well aware, like when he sees her, he kind of already probably knew who it was, and then her dad or his grandfather called her by name, and he's like, well, fuck Hannah, and he leaves. And she's like, what's up with that guy?
Yeah. The thing that gave me the most Back to the Future vibe was that when I think it was near the beginning when Charlotte was like, we're going all hands on deck, double shifts, blah, blah, blah. And during that whole monologue, you see the picture of 1987 with Mikkel there. Was it always there?
That's the question. Was that school picture always there from the beginning?
Well, because always there was Mikkel always in it.
No, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, was Mikkel always in that picture, meaning that it already had happened, it was predetermined to happen, or is it one of those Back to the Future things where it was one class picture, and then when Mikkel went back in time and did all this shit in 1986, stayed there, then it faded into this new reality where Mikkel's in the school picture. I was wondering,
because if it's been there, Mikkel didn't disappear until obviously he's 14 or he's 11.
11.
He's 11, so...
Well, that picture is probably 12, because it's a year later.
It's a year later, and he obviously they walk by, like, hey man, this guy looks like you.
I wonder, like, are we going to get a flashback of Mikkel before he went back in the past, where he's walking by the school picture and someone's like, hey man, that kid looks just like him. And you're just like, oh, yeah, it kind of does. And just continues living his life, doesn't think twice about it.
Or now especially with everything that happened.
Now everybody's on edge, especially now that Charlotte has the inkling that there's some crazy shit shit, maybe having to do with time travel or shit repeating itself. Ulrich now knows.
Definitely knows.
Definitely knows because now he knows that the body is Mads. Based on
we knew that. We knew Mads.
We knew it. Now Ulrich knows it. So that was another thing that we were correct on. That it was.
Like
Mads'
I was
body.
like 99% sure, but as soon as we got that as confirmation, DNA, scar evidence on the
the fact that he like his mom was telling the story how they got in this crazy fight and Mads busted his chin, but that was their relationship. They hate each other, and the next minute they're best friends again. They're brothers again. And he has the picture. I'm thinking that in the picture he saw the scar was there, and that's why he had the picture. He held it up next to Mads' dead body, and he just knew. He's like, oh fuck it.
You know what I feel like too? I feel like we're Ulrichs in a way as reactors, because some of our theories, we might say something and we go completely off it and we never talk about it again. Kind of like with what happened with Ulrich and his dad. He was right about, he had a right theory as far as like, I know you're up to shit, and then now he's gonna veer off because his mom gave him out. Like, oh, your father was having an affair.
And
but
that's crazy.
He's doing shit with Peter.
Yeah, and that's another thing we got right is the fact that Tronte and Peter are working together. We don't know what the fuck for, but they know about this time travel because they have the log book.
And they have the picture, the symbol that's on the door.
The same symbol. It's on the door. I think the stranger had a picture of that symbol in the hotel room, and so they know what the fuck's going on. But the question is, are they predicting when these events are going to happen, or are they causing them to happen? And also, did they have something to do with Mads? Because now it's confirmed that shit on the sweater was red dirt. Mads had red dirt. The dead body Mads had red dirt. Peter's cabin has red dirt. So all that's just connected. So I feel like they did have something to do with Mads.
Yep. And you know what? I think there is. We're discussing off camera. We can discuss it on camera. Is it a two-way path? Right? Can they, like when Jonas went through? Can he go back, or does he have to do the long route, the scenic route, where he has to wait there?
Well, yeah. As far as the tunnel goes, does the door close behind him and cannot be reopened? Because I'm thinking that I guess it's proven right now that Mikkel somehow went through that tunnel as well. Maybe he did it out of fear. He when he was in the woods in the first episode, maybe he got spooked, ran into the cave for safety, and then he went down that same path that Jonah went on accident and saw the doors with the symbols there and just went through those doors in the same way.
Or he got kidnapped, bro. I think someone took him.
But the thing is, like, if he got kidnapped and put through that door, he didn't get put in the chair because obviously he doesn't have any facial damage or any eardrums blasting. So I don't think he went through using the chair. He didn't use the box, I don't think, unless either it was the stranger grabbed him, hooked him up to just assuming that box with the clock pieces is a time machine and time travel that way. But the one that makes the most sense would be he somehow went through the cave, went down that same path on accident, went through the doors, and that's how he ended up on the other side of the cave in 1986.
It just seems like it's so far to go hide and like he gets lost because Jonas had to follow.
He wasn't far from the cave when he fell.
I guess it also depends if that red string was always there.
That's another thing too.
Yeah, the red string was there, then he was following the red string.
He followed the red string and took that door.
Curiosity pretty much got the captain.
And he went back to the cave, but he couldn't find his way back to that door.
Here's where I think where you can go back. Noah and Mads. Because Mads' body is obviously not skeleton, it's preserved still.
But his eyes are charred.
His eyes are charred, and Noah's eyes aren't charred, but Noah looks the same age as he did in the 1986 clip. So I think the past can come to the future, which that would be a whole fucking another bombshell. People could start coming like, Jonas like, alright guys, follow me. Young Ulrich, come see yourself in the future.
I don't even, my brain would just melt out of my eyeballs if that happened. But I'm thinking that there's 3 different ways to time travel.
Yeah.
Or at least, maybe 2 at the very least, 3 at the most. Because you have the tunnel, you have the chair, and you have the box that HG Townhouse assumably built. But I'm thinking, like, my prediction is that Noah has access to the time machine or the tunnel, which is why he can time travel without any damage.
Yep.
Mads, I feel like was time travel through the chair, which is why his eyes are charred. Same way Eric was. Same way.
That time travel doesn't seem like it does shit. Like you kill me. That's all you do. You transfer my body and I'm fucking dead.
Again, it's probably a prototype time machine. Maybe it's Noah's like prototype model, and that's all they had to go off of. So that's why he's using other people to experiment. He's like, I'm not gonna do it myself. Fuck that. It's charring all their eyeballs out of their skull. So I'm gonna use other kids to see if this time travel shit works. And then if it works, as I'm trying to figure out a better way to time travel, then so be it. And I'm thinking that Noah maybe found the tunnel.
You know what?
Or maybe built the tunnel.
You know what messes with my head too is that if Noah found a successful way, right? Because he looks the same age, will he run into another Noah?
Well, it depends on how old is Noah. Like, did Noah grow up and he is that accurate age in 1986 and he just happened to be at the same time to figure out time travel? Or is he from a different timeline and he traveled in 1986 and through all these time travels he's still the same age?
Because technically, remember, two of them you can exist in the same time period because Mikkel and Michael existed and they're 2 different people.
Sure enough. So
is there 2 Noahs? Like what I mean? Because Noah is in 2019, or was that? I don't know. Is that the original Noah?
I'm just gonna assume that Noah's been time traveling. There's only one Noah, so I'm sure there's 2. I'm sure Noah could go to a time period where there's Noah from that period and then Noah.
I guess that's what I'm getting at. Is it one time period, or is it like what you're saying? Maybe there's a branch timeline.
That strikes the biggest question. So let's just say Jonas is meant to go back to 1986 to stop. Let's say for whatever reason, my guess is he's trying to stop Hannah and Mikkel from seeing each other to cause another branch timeline to where Mikkel can grow without turning to Michael, without being Jonas's father. In that reality, for lack of a better word, Jonas doesn't exist because Michael never hooks up, or Mikkel never hooks up with Hannah. So is that to preserve the stranger's existence, or is what the stranger trying to do is create an alternate branch that stops this loop of shit always repeating itself?
That's what I'm wondering. And it seems like it seems like he was supposed to go there, because it also seems like Peter and
Tronte.
No, because they have that in the journal, like exactly 19 minutes, 9:17, and you even looked at the school clock when Jonas was going through the door,
it was 9:17.
and then and it just so happens it's not a coincidence that Jonas was going through the door.
I'm thinking at some point Peter and Tronte, probably maybe more likely Tronte got the letter, or Peter, back in 1986, they got a letter from someone maybe like in 1953 saying, oh, when you're this age, you're gonna see Jonah who's from the future. Similar to the letter that Enos got from Michael. Like pretty much telling him this is what's gonna happen on this time period. And that's how they know in 2019. That's why they have the log, because it looks like they've been logging shit for a while. They've probably been logging shit since 1986 for all we know. And it's got the same symbol.
There's so many theories we can just go on and on about this.
Yeah, for real. But speaking of the symbols, this is also what I think. I think in terms of when Francesca and Magnus were in that class, right? We were saying that the drawing on the wall, or the drawing on the chalkboard with the central axis and the 2 points branching out in parallel mirror images of each other had something to do with as far as like, time travel and the central axis and all that. So what about this? What if 1986 is that central axis and it branched off into 2 separate directions mirroring each other? Let's say one direction is 33 years in the past, the other direction is 33 years in the future. So that would mean that 1986 is the central axis where all this shit happens, the beginning, like the genesis of all this crazy shit happened. And if you go in one direction, you go back to 1953 when Helgi, and Enos, and Egon, all of them are in high school, so to speak. And then you go in the other direction, it's 2019, where we're at with Magnus and Martha and Jonas and the adults. But on the symbol that's on the books, it looks like not 2 things with a central axis. It looks like there's 3 loops meeting in the center. So what if that means that somehow there is a third timeline that's created with the central axis still being, maybe it's still 1986
at the start of all of it.
And maybe that's what the stranger is trying to accomplish, is by creating that third timeline. So that way, instead of 2 timelines that's always meant to loop each other, it's always meant to happen, this third timeline creates an alternative existence. Perhaps preventing whatever apocalypse is about to happen.
And whatever his motive is different than what Noah's motive is, I think.
Oh yeah, they're on 2 different paths. I feel like Noah's trying to end things because he's not, like, he's a priest. He's thinking things on a biblical level. He's trying to create the literal apocalypse, whereas the stranger is trying to prevent it, possibly by creating this third timeline.
Maybe that, it has something to do with that. And then, like I said, it ties back to my theory of I think it's still old Jonas, because the way he said, he's like, who are you? And he's like, no one, or what did he say? He said something like, you don't know me, or...
Were you talking about the stranger when he's talking
when
to
they're
Jonas?
sitting on the bench, he's like, who are you? He's like, no one important, or something like that.
He's like, I know your father saved my life.
Your father saved my life. And now that Jonas is technically back in the same timeline, and if Mikkel does save him, then that's the only thing. We see an episode where something happens where he saves his life, and it's Jonas. Or then again, if Jonas saves his life, like, fuck it, it's Mikkel.
Exactly.
But it's like, I don't know.
I feel like unless it's misdirection, I feel like there's more evidence than not that the stranger's adult.
But you can still make a good case that it could be Jonas.
That's the beauty of the show. Like, you can make cases on both sides. Like I said, there's 2 different paths, and you can probably back up both paths.
Because now that he's back there with Mikkel, he could easily have got those magazines, or those not magazines, those comics that Mikkel had already, the astronaut one. So it could easily be either one.
But at some point, Mikkel and Jonas are going to run into each other in 1986. Like, holy fucking shit, what are you doing here?
They came from the same timeline.
That's what I'm saying. They're going to recognize each other from their own present.
And then Mikkel's like, bro, bring me back. I know, I guarantee you, unless we got something off camera that we haven't seen, that he got like an itinerary that he has to do while he's there. Because all you got is it says follow the signal. He drew on the map. But did he give him any other instructions when he gets there? Okay, just do this, or he's like, free for all, do whatever you want.
Yeah, or maybe like it's just destiny. Like, by him going to 1986, his path, his natural plan of action, him doing whatever he's gonna do, leads to whatever's supposed to happen. It's predetermined.
If I'm him, I'm thinking, like, unless he gives me an itinerary, if I see Mikkel, I'm like, bro, let's get you the fuck back. Let's go.
But I think that if you're Jonas, right, and you know that your dad is young Mikkel as an adult, and you know that he kills himself, these are all his fucking clues about what happened, would you try to stop Mikkel from hooking up with Hannah? Would you try to prevent it from happening?
And stopping that is I'm bringing Mikkel back through the timeline. But then again, I don't know if he'll bring him back. So that's the question.
That's good. Can you go back?
Well, if he can go back, will he bring him back? Because Jonas's way is like, all right, if I bring you back, you've never existed here, which means you never fucked my mom, which means I never exist, right? Because let's say you can't go back. If he can't go back, let's say if I bring back Mikkel never fucked Hannah.
Yeah. So that would just mean that maybe Jonas exists, but he doesn't look the same because he has a different father.
That would be fucking crazy. As they're going back, they open the door, they're both going together, and Mikkel's like, all right, Jonas.
And what if they end up? What if, like, okay, let's say they do that. They go, he meets Jonas runs into Mikkel. They meet. They figure it out. We got to go back, and they go back to the tunnel. But instead of going back to 2019, they go back to 1953.
Yeah, they go further back.
It
could be two different things. But what if they go right as soon as they go through the 2019 door? Jonas fucking Houdini's disappears because he doesn't exist.
And plus, he's a magician, so that would be like his magician, like the Houdini symbolism coming into full effect.
He's not.
He's like, Benvenuti Vici, I'm gone. I don't exist.
Gone. Like literally. Like that would be crazy. It could happen because if Jonas is like, if he didn't give him an eternity, I don't know if Jonas is gonna sit. Jonas is not gonna sit there and want to live in 1986. He's like, I got friends, I got Martha. Let's get you back. He's gonna
go back. So
he's gonna try to bring.
He's gonna try to go back, and either the door doesn't open from the other side, and he's like, fuck, I got to do the same thing.
Or it does, and then they're gonna end up.
Because what if that's what Mikkel's doing in the cave? What if somehow Mikkel, they just don't show us because of the deceptive evidence? Mikkel tries to find that door. What if he has memories like, oh, I remember coming through a door, this fucking stupid symbol on it, and he tried to go back and he couldn't find it. It wasn't there, or it was locked, and that's why he's like, well, fuck, I guess I'm stuck here in 1986.
And there's like another door too, that one that Ulrich tried to open, that he was banging on, and fucking Mikkel could hear it.
Yeah, so there's that door. So it's like the cave's deep as fuck.
I don't think that's a time door. I think that's probably like hidden chemicals and some.
I think it's like some secret passway to the power plant.
It's crazy. Damn, it's just so much shit. But that's what I think. I think Jonas is gonna go bring him back. The only thing that I think that will stop Jonas from bringing back Mikkel, because again, if it's free will, because he didn't give him an eternity, if Jonas is not preventing it, if Jonas is thinking like, fuck, if I take you back here, if I take you back to my timeline, then I don't exist because you're meant to be here. You're meant to fuck Hannah, so I can exist. So it depends on what Jonas' intentions are. One. And if he got an itinerary from the stranger, if the stranger gave him a list of things to do when he was there.
And it also depends on how the butterfly effect works. If I change something in the past, does it directly affect my future or my present, or is it just create another branch reality?
Right, because that's another thing. If they go back to 2019, and what if they're in that same reality, and then what does that say if Jonas can exist? Like if he brings back Mikkel, like, oh, where'd you find him? Oh, it's too much to tell you. I found him. I found him in the cave.
Yeah, because I mean, I guess that's the main question is by him changing something in 1986, is it going to affect anything in 2019, or is it because it's already happened? You can't affect it because time is not linear.
Right, and that would be crazy.
And another question is, Noah's in 1986 as well. So what's going to happen because think about it, Noah's trying to end the world, and he's trying to set all this shit in motion, and the stranger's trying to stop it from happening. Jonas being there is probably in direct conflict with whatever Noah's plans are. So does Noah know enough about what's going to happen, being that he's already been time traveling, where he sees Jonas there, he kind of puts two and together, like, wait, you're both from 2019. Fuck, what's going on?
Yep, especially, yeah, and it's that fucking light. I don't think they had the light in 1986, the IKEA light.
I mean, I would expect it to be in 2019, but I don't know if that's a big enough telltale. Oh, that looks like you're from the future. Like, yeah. I'm pretty sure someone can figure it out and make sure.
You know what Jonas probably has on them, though? Cell phone.
Does he have a phone? That's the question. I mean, he has a Geiger counter. I'm pretty sure those existed because of Chernobyl.
He might have a cell phone with him.
That also
I would have brought my cell phone with me.
That also reminds me, too, with the radiation thing. He used the Geiger counter to pick up the strong signals of the radiation and lead him towards the door. But once he goes through the door and he's in the tunnel, the Geiger counter completely stops. It goes silent. Was that just an editing tactic? Did they just like drone or mute out the sound of the Geiger counter? Because it was like clicking off the charts. Yep. Or once they go through that time hole, like we were saying, like it's a black hole where the radiation doesn't travel or it dissipates so fast because you're instantly being transferred to another time and place. Yep. Being that it's like a black hole, so to speak. Yep. So yeah, that's another question. But fuck, man, my brain is mashed potatoes. I know we're all over the place, but yeah, I think we covered everything in this episode. The main thing I want to know now is at what point is Jonas going to run into Mikkel? And is he going to tell him about what the future holds if he continues his path with Hannah? And by doing that, is that going to affect Jonas from existing? Right. But yeah, final thoughts, Glacier?
Yeah, final thoughts, like I said, that's one of the main questions I want to know. Also, kind of like a smaller question that I don't know if we really touched on it, but with Mags, it was Francesca, who she's fucking.
Yeah, the thing is, he finds the necklace, he finds the condom, so we can only assume that whatever happened there with the condoms and the necklace took place after he's already hooking up with Francesca. So who is hooking up with Francesca is the question.
Yeah, because we didn't see her this episode. But yeah, there's a lot of other questions that I want, but that's a little small question I kind of want to know. And I kind of want to see what Ehrlich does with this newfound information, finding that he closed the two cases. He found out who snitched on him about the rape, and not the rape that didn't, the made-up rape at this point, and then also his brother's body. And is he going to tell his mom? Is he going to give his mom closure, like, I found our brother, I found her?
I feel like he's going to tell his mom, because his mom was kind of already suspecting, things are happening for a reason. That's going to confirm to her that she's not crazy.
And that'll make her better.
And he's going to tell Charlotte for sure, like, oh, you were onto something too. This shit's happening. And then Charlotte's going to confirm it with the DNA matches from the missing persons case, just to kind of confirm that that's 100,000% Mads.
Yep, exactly.
So, but yeah, like I said, next episode's going to be explosive as fuck.
Yeah, but with that being said, I'm looking forward to the next episode. I'm looking forward to the rest of the show, period. Dragon certified.
Yeah, I mean, we're past the halfway point, so I feel like at this point, they're going to crank the mind fucks up to an 11, and I'm all there for it. Dragon certified, fucking hit it. there you have it, guys. Another one in the books. The real question is, what did you guys think in there in Drag Squad Land? Again, with the theories, with what we're, the spaghetti we're throwing on the wall. What do you guys think so far as the discussions go? Are there any details, non-spoilery details that we're missing out on that will clarify the situation? And yeah, I mean, honestly, what were you guys' thoughts when you saw this episode? Leave a comment down below, like, and check out our other tiers we have here on Patreon. And thank you so much again for your support. We are Reaction Dragons. I am Ember, the Blaze.
I'm Glacier, the Iceborn.
And until next time, we'll see you next time.